I'm gonna use my electric mixer for this, so I'm using the electric mixer bowl. I'm gonna add 1 cup of warm water. I just use lukewarm water, about 105, 110 Fahrenheit. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of yeast. I'm using the traditional dry active. Now you could add up to about 1/4 cup of sugar here, but I'm not a big fan of sugar. It's my least favorite ingredient, so I'm only gonna use 1 tablespoon. But if you like your bread sweeter, add more. I'm gonna give it a really good whisk here, and then let it sit on the counter for 5 minutes. That's what yeast looks like when it's activated. You should be able to see your yeast come to the top and it makes it nice and frothy. Don't continue if that didn't happen. Now that my yeast is activated, like you saw, I'm gonna add 4 beaten eggs, 2 teaspoons of salt, 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Somebody mentioned that Canadian measurements are different than American. I just used my scale and it says it was 6 ounces. I didn't know that cups are different in American or Canadian, but I'm using 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm going to put this into my electric mixer for about a minute just to combine all those ingredients before I add my butter. Our dough looks like this. I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of softened butter. Back into my electric mixer for about 5 minutes on medium speed to knead. We're gonna put it back into the bowl. We're gonna cover it. We're gonna put it somewhere warm to double in size, about an hour. It's been an hour and the dough has done exactly what it was supposed to. Yes, I did switch bowls. I'm also making another recipe and I needed my electric mixer bowl, so that is why. I'm gonna remove the dough. Now I'm gonna divide my dough into 8. You could divide yours into 10 if you like. Just depends on the size of buns that you want, but I'm going with 8 tonight. So I'm gonna try to divide them as evenly as I can. I'm taking a piece of our dough. Somebody asked how I shape them into the balls. I don't really have a system exactly. I just kind of fold it all into the bottom, spin it, and like that. And now I'm gonna repeat and I'm gonna put these on a cookie tray lined with some parchment paper. So again, I'm just taking the dough, kind of rolling it, folding it all into the bottom, like that. Like that. I have them all rolled out. I'm going to cover them and let them do a second rest for about 30 minutes or so. I'm also gonna preheat my oven to 350 degrees. It's been about 30 minutes. Our buns have done exactly what they're supposed to do. I'm gonna brush them with a little bit of egg wash. I'm gonna throw them into the oven at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. You could put some sesame seeds on here if you like, or cheese. I'm just leaving them the way they are. They baked for exactly 20 minutes at 350 degrees. Look at the size of them. Extremely light and fluffy. I'm gonna break it open. I totally butchered this one, but you get to see that it's cooked.
It's in them.
They're bigger buns.
You made those.
I'm gonna pair these buns with this viral chicken burgers that I got from Costco.
From her.
Dun, 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 dun,
Here's a beautiful bread.
Thank you. I've made a slaw to go on mine.
That looks gross.
You look gross. Also gonna add some pickles. One of those Costco spicy chicken breasts.
Ew. That's not
What do you mean that looks gross? Like, look at how good that looks.
ew. Not